Clint.
Hey, how you doing today, man?
Good, sir.
Ben Wagner. Nice to meet you. Yes, here, dog. Can I take a seat?
Of course.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here today.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Here's my business card before we get started. Contact me any of the ways on there.
You got it.
So I was playing golf the other day with one of my clients, John, and he says he knows you very well, and he's been telling me about some of the problems you've had, and he's just said you got to get in contact with him. So he gave me your number, and here I am today. So how you doing today?
Good deal, yeah, man. Me and John we golfed a few times, and
Yep.
yeah, I've had some security issues at my company. But yeah, I'm doing well.
Yeah, he's a really good player. You ever played with him? Boy, he hits it far.
Okay.
Like I'm playing, and I'm sitting there, I'm like 50 yards back, and he's just boom, boom, boom. So yeah, but he said, he said I think I could help you. So I'm interested to hear on what you have to say. So
okay, good deal.
yeah, absolutely. So what I want to do today is talk a little bit about what you do, ask you some questions, get an idea of kind of what's going on, and then if everything's good on that end, I'll tell you a little bit about what we do. And at any moment, you can feel free to kick me out, and we'll kind of just go from there. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. And is the 15 minutes that I know we talked about, is that going to be still okay for today?
Should be fine.
15?
Should be.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right, and then can I go ahead and start the process of asking you some questions?
Yeah, no problem.
Absolutely. And to start off, do we have anybody that needs to be in the room today? Are you going to be the main decision maker?
No, sir. I'm the vice president of accounting and finance here at Premium Manufacturing, so
perfect.
I'll make a decision.
Absolutely. Sounds good. All right, so is there anything up front that you wanted to just get out of the way, right at the beginning? Anything on your mind?
Most definitely. I'm pissed off. I'm frustrated with the repeated burglaries we keep having here at this warehouse.
Understandable.
And I'm upset.
Okay. Anything specific, or you're just very upset that the problem is not being solved?
Well, like I said, being VP of accounting and finance, every time we get a break-in, costs are rising.
Absolutely. Understandable. Okay, so I understand that you're upset about the burglaries. Is that something that I could get to in a little bit in the presentation? We'll talk about kind of some of the ways that we can help you with that. Is that okay?
Please.
Okay.
So I'm definitely interested.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about your recent break-ins and vandalism. Tell me about the kind of the same people. Are we having different people? Just tell me about it.
Again, I don't know who it is, but I just keep getting break-ins. And, they're damaging my property, painting up my walls.
Okay, so it's both break-ins and vandalism. It's not just exclusively one.
It's bad.
Gotcha, it's both. And have we had any success catching them at all?
Not as of recently, and my CEO is definitely breathing down my neck. We're gonna need to get this taken care of.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the process following a break-in or a vandalism. What does that look like?
Okay, we kind of we don't have too good of a security in place, and we need to get that going. That's why I'm glad John sent you to us.
Yep.
But we just kind of look at the damage, assess it, and get it fixed so we can get back up and running.
Okay. And does that involve calling pressure washers? Maybe you have to call somebody to fix a window. There's usually some kind of process, or are you going through insurance when something like this happens? Or are you just paying out of pocket and taking care of it?
So we've been going through insurance.
You've been going through insurance.
And it's rising.
Right. So you're dealing with the bureaucracy. You're dealing with the claim and the long-lasting claims.
Yes.
Okay. So if I had something that could obviously stop the burglaries, like we're saying we're very upset about, and lower the insurance premiums, would that be something that you think you could find value in?
Most definitely.
Okay. All right. Tell me a little bit more about your current insurance premium. I know you mentioned that each time you're calling, because there's an incident, because you are going through insurance, I'm going to assume that it's rising. Is that correct?
Yes, it is rising. We started about 40 grand, but we're going upwards. We're around 50 a year right now.
Okay.
That's just a little too much for us.
Right at the beginning of the year, right? It's not a good hit. So tell me about your security currently. Is there anything that you have now, or what does it look like now?
There isn't.
Security.
We're just zero security.
Okay. No cameras, nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. Do you ever have employees that work late or stay late or anything like that?
Not in particular.
Okay.
Regular operating hours, we close about 7 p.m.
Okay. So let's talk about this a little bit. So we're having a problem with vandalism. You're very upset. You can't seem to fix the problem. We don't know who it is, but they seem to be coming back consistently, whether it's one person, whether it's 5, we don't know, but they're coming back consistently. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. And we don't have security now. We have no cameras. We have no system. That's in place. And we're having a process following the break-ins where we have to go through the insurance and you're dealing with rising premiums. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. And our employees aren't staying late, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Well, that sounds good. So what I'd like to do now, if that's okay with you, is tell you a little bit about what we do at Secure Dog and see, yeah. So, a bit of a funny story when I started this company. I was coming out of college, and I just got my business degree, and I have an uncle who I'm very close with, and he was just getting out of the military. He did some time in Afghanistan, and he did specialization with training dogs. And so I thought about, you know, being a great business, because this particular area has break-ins, I mean, everywhere. It's actually pretty bad. And so being that this town is run on businesses, it's taking away at the bottom line. It's also eating away, I feel like, in some ways, at the community. So I went ahead and started Secure Dog because I want to bring the power back to the business owners and take it away from the people that shouldn't have it, which are these guys that are vandalizing. So 5 years ago, me and my uncle just, we got started.
Well, so you seem a little young. What do you know about security?
Yeah, well, I think that if the age is a bit of a concern, that would be something that I would like to address after the presentation. Would that be okay? Is there something, or do you want that addressed now?
Well, no, that's okay. You just seem a little young. But so what do you know about security?
Well, security, from the standpoint of the dogs, we really have a great trainer. You know, I just run the finance and the sales side. But in terms of security, my uncle did 10 years in Afghanistan. And 8 of those years he specialized training dogs, and he's the one that's handling the security of the dogs. So security with Secure Dog is the dogs, and I don't handle any part of the training of the dogs. He is, like I said, 8 years military experience. He's the one that trains and deals with all the dogs. So does that kind of satisfy what you were saying about age and?
Well, it does sound like then he must know a little bit about security.
Right. Yeah. See, he did combat tours, and he was specialized to work with combat dogs in combat situations, which some would say are even higher risk than something like a warehouse.
Okay. And I did have just one more concern. I mean, I haven't heard about other companies in town hiring dogs, and I see that's what you offer. Why not?
Yeah. So again, I mean, this is one of the things that. You know, I've had many people that have said, you know, why dogs? You know, why don't I just go get ADT? And I want to read you a quote from, you may know him, big plant in the local area, Clint Helfrich, man, does the Frito-Lay right down the road. And he's been one of my clients for 3-4 years now. And he said the same thing. When I first parted the idea of ditching my security system for a dog every night, I will admit I was a bit skeptical. And, you know, I mean, since the inception of Secure Dog, though, I have to say we have seen tremendous results. Our vandalism problem has vanished, and we are saving big league on the insurance premium. Can't thank you enough. So I understand the concern. It's certainly one that I've seen before. You know, people come to me and they say, you know, I got to put a dog in here. This is a big warehouse. You know, these are multiple humans maybe coming. How is it a dog? But one of the things that I found is when people try it, they never go back because they realize that not only is it more cost-effective, just makes more sense than the security system, and quite frankly, it's more effective. So does that kind of answer what you were talking about?
It does.
Okay. All right. Let me continue with this. So this is how it works. So the German Shepherd is going to start at $20 a night. Our Pit Bull is $18, and the Doberman is $19. We don't recommend the Rottweiler or Chihuahua for your particular warehouse. I think what's going to work best for you is the Pit Bull, but we'll continue talking about that. One of the things that really makes us unique is each dog wears a smart collar. So everybody wants to, they say, oh, okay, I have a dog, and the dog attacks someone, now what? Okay, well, that's what the collar is for. So this collar is going to measure the dog's, you know, senses, and it's going to know if it's barking to scare somebody off or if it's actually attacking. It can, we can monitor that. So the only time that the collar is going to elicit a response from the authorities is if it attacks an intruder. Okay, so if it's just barking, what we'll find is, I'll show you a little bit later, is typically the barking is enough to get people away. They hear the dog, they don't even need to see it. They can tell by the deepness of the voice that it's a big dog. So the smart collar has been something that has really been effective for us. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. So why Secure Dog? So one of the things that we offer is we can knock your insurance premium by 20%, which you were saying you're at $50,000. So we could get it down to at least $33,000, $34,000. And maybe lower depending on what they say and depending on what kind of rate they give Secure Dog. We're specifically designed for intruder attacks. 65% of convicted crooks affirm that at large, an intimidating dog would have scared them away. And really, the main reason why is guard dogs can apply 750 pounds of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. That's a lot. So, and again, their smell, everybody knows, it's very powerful. So that's some of the reasons why people have really started to do well. Some of the main questions that I do like to hear from people is, do I have to have the dog every night? The answer to that is no. If you want to do weekends, if weekends are the only problem, that's perfectly fine. We just need 6 hours notice. Who is liable for the dog? That's another big question. We're fully liable. So somebody comes in, they attack the dog, don't worry about it. It's on us. If you try it and it doesn't work, your first month of Secure Dog, we offer you a 30-day back money guarantee. So if you don't like it, first month you put on the dog and then your whole warehouse gets broken into, fine. Okay. So we can go ahead and do that. And then the dog will be gone. I know you mentioned that you don't have employees late, but they can pick up at 5:30 in the morning. So, yep. All right. And then this is our effectiveness. You can just see that 83% of the time in the last 4 quarters, we're just having an intruder retreat. And we track that from the smart collar. Okay. And 15% of the time, we see the intruder was attacked. These 2% of the times where the intruder successfully entered, again, we consider those an anomaly. It does happen, and both scenes were a little bit more high-tech in terms of burglary. They were guys that were a little bit more professional. Typically, what we're best at solving is just, pesky teenagers, maybe guys trying to, break a window or something. The 2% was a little bit more of a serious crime a bit more of a criminal, yeah. All right, so we talked about the cost of vandalism. We talked about the testimonials a bit. Just a couple of awards that we've won. We've been in the press recently, just kind of a new innovative business idea. And so, wrapping it up, what I would want to do is just basically recommend that we start with our German Shepherd or Chihuahua. German Shepherd.
Yeah, the only is Chihuahua.
Or the Pit Bull.
Keep them away.
Yeah, or the Pit Bull. So what I recommend is we start with these. Like I said, we have the 30-day money-back guarantee. Mm-hmm. So if you don't like it the first month, go ahead and give us a call. We'll refund you that money. And, how does it sound in terms of, are we looking for weekends? Are we looking to do every night?
I think we're getting robbed a lot. Like I said, I am pissed off. I think I want to go ahead and get one for the long haul. Okay,
so we want to do the Pit Bull.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, okay. Let me go ahead and get... Okay. All right, so we want to do the Pit Bull. We're going to do 7 days a week at $18 an hour, or $18 a night, and then we're going to go ahead and do the 30-day money-back guarantee. And then when were you looking to start? When do you need this dog tonight? I can get you the dog tonight if you need it.
I think we need to
Okay, so we're going to do it tonight.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're going to do it immediately. Okay. I need you to do is just sign right here, and then I'll run you through how it's going to work.
So what is our annual cost going to be on that?
Yeah. So let me go ahead and give you the annual cost. All right. So we're looking at $65.70 for the year. Okay. And just to monetize this a bit for you. So again, I have here that our average break-in. So according to the Small Business Administration, a single incident of vandalism is $3,370. A single incident of burglary is $8,200.
And we can feel all that.
So we can do $65.70 for the whole year, and it'll knock out both of these costs. And this is only a single incident. So you're saying you're having 3, 4, 5 incidents. You could be looking at anywhere from $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 plus the rising insurance premiums. Yeah. We're going to knock their insurance premium 20% down to at least $32, $33, depending on what the insurance company gives us. Each insurance company gives a bit of a different rate. We're gonna knock these problems out for $65.70, and we're not gonna deal with the burglars anymore. So does that kind of sound like it would work?
Sounds good.
Okay. So just sign right here, and then I'll go ahead and walk you through how this is gonna work. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I can get the dog to you within 3 or 4 hours today. All right. It's about 12 o'clock now, so I'll have it to you before 5. And so the way it works is So I'll ask you. So what time do you leave the office every day?
About 7 p.m.
Okay, 7 p.m. So I can have the dog dropped off 7:30 every night. Pickup starts at 5:30. What time would you like it picked up?
5 a.m.
Okay. That's 5 a.m. and we want to start dropping off at 7:30. Okay, so the way it works is we'll bill you at the end of the month. Again, you have that 30-day guarantee, so if you don't like it, just give us a call. You have my contact info. I want to leave you with this as we go, just in case you have any other questions or any other employees want to see it or check it out. This is also a bit more on burglaries in terms of retail, some of our research that we've done. Okay. You could leave that for anybody else that may want to take a look at it. But yeah, I appreciate you having me here today. We're going to go ahead and take care of this problem. This is a terrible burglary, and it's happening all over. So we want to get it done, and we want to get it done strongly. So
sounds good. Well, it's definitely about that time to kick you out.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for having me. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Hey, you want me to stop then?
Yeah, it was kinda too long.